Usual, what I prefer to do is I'm just going to take the folks with with one or two cases so they can get moving quickly, and then for you folks who've got a large number of cases, I'll take you at the end. I do appreciate your patience with me. Okay, Mr. Gorman, good morning. How are you, sir?
Hi, Judge. Good morning. Judge, we have Dirk Vandermark.
Yes, sir. 20 TR 29394.
Yes, Judge. Mr. Vandermark does not reside here in Naples full time. He's a snowbird back and forth. It was a non-mandatory court appearance. I've been assured he does not have any other tickets, and as long as he remembers, which is well over 10 years from New York, but I do not have the actual driving record from New York. Our request here today would be for a withhold and appropriate fine.
All right. Withhold $60 fine plus cost. I do have our clerk with us. Good morning, Amanda. How are you?
Good morning, Judge. I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. 60 days to pay for everybody unless they ask different, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, thank you. Does that work for you, Mr. Gorman?
Yes, Judge. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too, sir. Take care.
Take care.
All right. Well, we got a few more people joining us. Mr. Hopkins, good morning.
Your Honor, good morning to you. Your Honor, I have Viridiana Bedolla, Bedolla.
Yes, sir. This is 20 TR 26383.
Your Honor, I'm requesting a final hearing, a 1:30 docket, about a month down the road, if I could, please.
Yes, sir. This is a DWLS. Are you anticipating reinstating your client's driving privileges?
She has a total defense to the charge. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Man, can I get a 1:30 time, please?
We can do March 17th.
March 17th.
That's fine. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right. We got Attorney Zach Armacida.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you?
Doing well. How are you, Your Honor?
Doing well, sir. Are you covering for somebody today?
Judge, I think Brandon Jones' name is on the NOA.
What's the last name for the attorney record? Oh, Jones, Brandon Jones. Got it.
We have two before the court. The first one is Fonseca, F like Foxtrot, O like Oscar.
Yes, sir. This is 20 TR 28474. Go ahead, please.
Your Honor, this is the speed. If the court's willing to get a withhold, fine and cost, we can resolve this today.
One moment. That's fine. Withhold 175 plus cost.
Okay. And the next one, Your Honor, is Goodrich, G like golf, O like Oscar, O like Oscar.
Yes, sir.
Anything, Your Honor, if the court's willing to give a withhold, fine and cost, we can resolve this today with no contest plea.
All right. 20 TR 28852. All right. Withhold $25 fine plus costs.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I had before the court.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. Samara, are you there? She's usually conducting multiple court at the same time. I'll come back. Mrs. Hodge, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here for Kyle John Charles Cinco. I was able to communicate with the trooper in this matter. It is high speeds, but the email, my client went ahead and completed a 12-hour driver improvement course.
Okay.
And the trooper is willing to have the citation amended to under 30, so
Well,
99.
I would need him to do it.
Okay.
I can't do it.
Okay,
So if you want to have it amended, we'll have to set it for hearing.
that's fine, Your Honor. We can
Okay.
do it then.
All right. Can I get a 1:30, please?
We can do February 10th for this one.
All right. Does that work?
Works for me, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
February 10th, 1:30. All right. Mr. Bergerama, are you there?
Yes, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
Doing well.
I got 3 defendants. One defendant has 3 cases.
Okay. Well, I only see 2 for that defendant.
Okay. Huh.
But let's go ahead and call them. And then,
Okay.
I've got Ryan Patrick Peck, 20 TR 18524.
Judge, we can resolve this case. He has a felony case pending as a result of this stuff.
Okay. You just want a no contest plea on this one?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's funny. Your client's driving record actually is not that bad when you really look at it. All right. Withhold adjudication, $60 fine plus costs.
Thank you. Time to pay?
I'm doing 60 days unless you need more.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Ming Hao Lin, 20 TR 24811.
I'm going to make the same compelling argument that Mr. Gorman made previously. My client is from New York. She's represented through a Mandarin interpreter that she has a good driving record. I've tried to get the MVR. We have had no luck at this point.
Yeah, except his client's ticket was not 83 and a 45.
I know that. I'm talking about getting the record.
Okay. I'll be blunt with you. I don't think the record would make that much of a difference under these circumstances.
Okay.
You want to set it?
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
it.
All right. Can I get a 1:30, please?
Let's do March 17th.
All right.
March 17th, 1:30.
All right. I've got Edgar Christopher Alciakis Puig. I'm sure I butchered that name. The two
Close enough.
cases I have, Mr. Bergeramo, is 20 TR 28364 and 28366. You had a third case?
I have 20 TR 29094.
Amanda, do you have that on today's docket? Oh, there it is. This is showing that he's represented by Mr. Carney on that one.
Okay. My name's on there as well. I guess.
Sorry, Mr. Carney. I apologize. Mr. Carney's with your office. That's why I wasn't showing up.
Okay.
There we go. All right. I do have all 3. And what did you want to do, sir?
We can resolve all 3 cases. I don't know what the court's inclined to do if you have a proposed resolution.
All right.
Actually, let's resolve if the court's inclined to do 094, the one that Mr. Carney's lead counsel on.
Okay.
That's a 59 and a 50.
Right. You want to resolve that one as well?
Sure. I'll resolve that one. Yes.
All right. And the other 2?
The other 2 I'm inclined to set for hearing. One of the 364 is got some issues with the way it's cited, the way the citation is
Okay.
noted in it. So we'll talk to the officer on those.
That's fine.
And they're
All
the
right,
same day, 2 hours apart.
Oh. All right. So 366 and 364 you want to set for hearing?
Sure. Yes.
All right. All right.
We
Can I
can
get a
do
date, please?
March 17th on both of those.
All right. and then 29094, which is cited as 9 over. The driving record. Do you want to set all three?
Do it.
All right,
That's
let's set
fine.
this one on the 17th as well. We'll see. You might get a better resolution as a package deal.
All right. Thanks, Judge.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too, sir.
Take care.
Take care. All right. Mrs. Samara, can you hear me okay? Good morning.
Yes, hi, good morning, Your Honor.
All
I
right.
have Miguel Carrera, C-A-R-R.
Okay. Two cases, 29877 and 29890. What would you like to do?
Judge, we e-filed a copy of his driver's license. I'd ask if you could dismiss that count for compliance.
Yes, ma'am.
And we're interested in resolving the other case, Judge.
All right. 29877 is going to be dismissed. And then 29890. Let's take a look. I can do a withhold with school.
Yes, Judge, that's
Okay.
fine, thank you.
Withhold 4-hour driving school, $250 fine plus cost.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I also have Martha Suarez London.
All right. 20 TR 29572. Yes, ma'am.
And we'd like to resolve that as well, please.
Withhold 175 plus cost.
Thank you. And my last case is Haley Wilson.
Uh, 20 TR 24011.
And we'd like to resolve that as well, please.
Withhold $100 fine plus cost.
Thank you. That's all I have, Judge. Have a good day.
You too, ma'am. Take care. All right. Do I have attorneys? There you go. Mr. Hockman.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good
I
morning.
have two cases.
Yes, sir. I've got Francisco Jose Rodriguez, 20 TR 29545.
Yes, we'd like to see if we can resolve that with a withhold of adjudication if possible.
Okay. I can do a withhold with school.
I'll accept that, Your Honor.
All right. Withhold 4-hour driving school, 175 plus cost.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And then the other one is Raphael Betancourt, 20
Yeah.
TR 30705. Yes, sir.
This is a better record, but a higher speed. But if it could be resolved with a withhold, we'd like to do that as well.
Let me take a look. All right. I can do the same thing. I do a withhold with a 4-hour driving school given the speed.
Yes, I'd like to accept that on his behalf, Your Honor.
All right. Withhold 4-hour driving school, $250 fine plus cost.
Thank you very much. That's it for me.
All right. Thank you, sir. Take care.
Take care.
Let's see. So I've got Attorney Juan Delgado. Although I don't see you as counsel of record, sir. Are you, oh, you need to unmute, please. There you go.
Morning, Your Honor. Juan Delgado appearing for Monica Fish, sir.
Ah, yes, sir. I've got, it looks like 2 defendants today, one with 3 cases. I've got Betty Exantis, 3 cases.
Yes, sir.
15 TR 11450, 15 TR 17456, and 15 TR 17455. Give me just a moment.
Rubs my nerves. He's looking for it. Yeah, he's looking for me.
I had issued an order granting the motion to set aside the D6 suspensions on these cases. Did you want to try to resolve these today? Did you want to set them for a hearing? What did you want to do?
Your Honor, this is Attorney Monica Fish. I'm not sure.
Morning.
Good morning. We had actually been asked to do a memorandum of law, which I did do, and I did email it to Sarah Reynolds. I had e-filed it yesterday.
Oh, I don't have it.
Okay, that's fine.
Let me do this. Would you mind holding on for just a moment? If you emailed it to Sarah, I can get it from her, and I'll review it. Would you mind just let me address a few other cases first, and I'll get back to it.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Thank you for the patience. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Ms. Human, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm actually covering for Ms. Maurer this morning
All right.
on Magdiel Galvez Cardenas.
Yes. 20 TR 30344. Yes, ma'am. What are you gonna do?
Your Honor, we're going to resolve this today. We would ask if Your Honor would consider a judicial warning. What this was he had a proper cover, but the hook came off, and he pulled over and he fixed it. So it wasn't that he didn't have a cover, that the corner of it just came off. And if Your Honor's not willing to consider that, we would ask for a withhold.
All right. It's got a prior load dropping. I can do a withhold, but I don't feel comfortable doing a warning.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Withhold adjudication. $30 fine plus cost.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too, ma'am. Take care. Mr. Thompson, Laramie Thompson.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. It looks like I've got one client of yours, 2 cases.
Yes.
20 TR 27579, 20 TR 27580.
I think that these citations appear to be duplicative. It looks like he's alleging the same thing for the same stop, just under 2 different statutes.
Let's take a look.
One for too fast for conditions and the other for careless.
Does appear that way. All right, what would you like to do?
Well, you want to dismiss them both?
No. So what's your next option?
I think the too fast for conditions citation's defective in that it doesn't contain a speed or speed measuring device. It's cited under 183, which is the title of the statute is speeding. It doesn't have any of that. And he's already given him a citation for careless driving. Would you dismiss one in exchange for a withhold on the other one?
Let me take a look at the driving record. Yes, I would.
Okay.
Do you have a preference?
That's a good question. Are I guess we'll take the hit on the too fast for conditions ticket.
All right. So 20 TR 27579, which is the careless driving. That one will be dismissed. And then 20 TR 27580 will be a withhold of adjudication. $60 fine plus cost.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, sir. Have a good day.
All right, good to see you.
All right. Got Evan Kleiman, and I apologize if I mispronounced your name, sir.
Your Honor, good morning. Yeah,
Good morning.
Evan Kleiman on behalf of
Hi.
Juan Espinal. How are you doing this morning, Your Honor?
Doing well, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. I'd like to see if we could get a withhold on this.
All right. This is 20 TR 29444. Yes, sir. Withhold Adjudication, 155 plus cost. Does that work?
Very good. Thank you very much, Your Honor. That's it for me.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
Have a great day as well. Thank you.
I've got Attorney Destiny Smith. Client's last name is Bolsey, 20 TR 28746.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. We would like to resolve this morning with a withhold and standard fine if we can.
All right. Just a moment.
It's I believe, the first offense, Your Honor.
Vehicle without lights. What time was it? 3 o'clock in the morning. All right. A good driving record. I can do a withhold and court cost if that's acceptable.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a good day.
All right. You too. Take care.
You too.
Mr. Rahab? Mr. Rahab, are you there? Or Mr. Rahab?
Sorry, Judge.
Sorry.
I was bouncing between one Zoom meeting and another Zoom meeting. Sorry.
That's the way practice of law goes now.
I was in the court too. You saw me in my car. I was in court too. It's fine. What a world. I don't think it's going to change though. I got to admit, the Zoom thing is not bad. I've talked to a bunch of jurists and I got to say, I hate to say something good came out of this terribleness, but that's one thing.
When I was a defense attorney in a former life, I used to go up and down I-95 all day long, bouncing from one courthouse to another, trying to make it to court on time.
You in the East Coast? I lived there. Sure, I did that. Yeah. Did you go Palm Beach, Broward, Dade? Right.
I lived in Fort Lauderdale. I'd have to go up, to Palm Beach and down to Miami and to the multiple satellite courthouses every single day.
And it's worse now. It's so much worse now, man. It's so much worse.
Zoom will solve that problem. I always said I needed a helicopter, but a Zoom was much cheaper. It
is. So Mr. Romero doesn't have the greatest record in the world. He did sign up for the 12-hour class. I'm looking at it. It has to be finished. I don't know if you would consider a withhold. If you would, fantastic. If not, I guess we'd have to set.
All right. I mean, the speed itself is not bad.
I can show you. He did sign up on my phone. He just has to finish it. So he didn't get the certificate. That's why I didn't file it yet.
I can do a withhold with school.
Okay.
All right.
Great. We'd like to resolve it today if we can.
Yes, sir. Withhold 4-hour driving school, 155 plus cost.
He actually did the 12. I'm sure you don't mind.
No, that'll work.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Take care.
Righto.
All right. Mr. Kogler, you there?
Happy Tuesday.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Doing okay for a Tuesday. If we can get through this next week, more drama. Respectfully requesting a withhold, change of plea, no contest.
All right, this is 20 TR 25707. Withhold of adjudication, 175 plus cost.
Thank you, Judge. May be excused.
Yes, sir. Have a good day.
You too.
Mr. Gonzalez. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
Doing well, sir. How are you?
Good. I just have one quick matter on your 9 o'clock. That's Elegio Carrasco.
Yes, 20
Judge, I reviewed it. No motions.
Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. I didn't hear you.
I was just calling the case number. Go ahead, please.
Understood. No motions on it, Judge. We'd like to resolve with a withhold if possible. And I do
yes,
believe he has a.
He's got a good driving record. Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. I was gonna say I do believe he has a good record. I checked it, but thank you so much, Judge.
Oh, he does. Withhold $100 fine plus cost.
Thank you so much, Judge. That's all I have.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
You too. Have a great day.
Mr. Ramey?
Morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, the first case that I have on your docket is Angel Chibis Santry. I believe it's in the seat for Chibis.
Yep, I've got two cases, 20 TR 27653 and 20 TR 27655.
Yes, on the 655, that's DL suspended unknowingly. He reinstated. The other tickets for seatbelt. Could we take a plea on the seatbelt in exchange for dismissal on the DWLS?
Yes, sir. Give me just a moment. I'm just doing a quick license check. All right. 20 TR 27655 is dismissed. And then 20 TR 27653 for the seatbelt. It's going to be withhold adjudication. $30 fine plus cost.
Thank you very much. I have two other cases. The next one is Estefania Para.
Okay.
With a P.
Yes, sir.
I don't have a motion on this one. If the record warrants, I'd like to resolve it with a withhold, if that's possible.
Yes, it does. All right. Withhold of adjudication, 150 fine plus cost.
Thank you very much. And then finally, Idaberto Pena Pinero, both last names with a P.
Got it. 20 TR 30992. Yes, sir.
Looking at this ticket, there's a 6.445 motion. The type of device is not listed. There is a serial number, but a type of device must also be included in the body of the citation.
All right. The motion dismissed is denied. I agree it doesn't have that, but it's a discovery violation, and dismissal is the most extreme sanction, which is not usually appropriate for discovery violations. So, what would you like to do?
What would be your offer to resolve this case?
35 and 20. I can do, where was, oh. I can do a withhold $150 fine plus costs.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
All right, very good. Thanks, sir.
Bye.
All right. Looks like attorney John Schwartz.
Yes, good morning, Judge. How are you?
Good morning, sir.
I have the case of Maria de Los Angeles Bravo. We'd like to try and resolve it.
Yes, sir. 20 TR 29665. All right. I can do a withhold 150 in costs. Does that work, sir?
That is fine, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
Have a good day.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi, this is Betty Exantis. I've been having like a hard time trying to get in. I finally got in because my attorney just, I guess, sent me the new link to get to the meeting.
Yes, ma'am. I've got several other attorneys on the line. Your attorney's on the line with me. So I'm going to go ahead and mute you and just keep listening, and I'll let you know when I'm going to call your case. All right?
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Attorney Lee Marks.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing well. Looks like you got one client, 3 cases.
Yes, sir. We did file, e-filed on the 28th of December, her insurance. The registration's been held up because we have pending motions in the parking courts. I just haven't been able to get those heard.
All right. Well, let me ask you a question. Would you like to reset this, to try to, resolve everything at once?
Yes, because there is a motion pending for this Thursday, so we can resolve everything at once afterwards, please.
Sure. Amanda, when is you'll be ready to go forward with this sometime after next Thursday?
I believe so. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Can I get another 9 o'clock docket, please? Another pretrial, sometime 2 weeks or more out, please.
We can do.
We may be full for a little while. I don't want to, set you out too far, sir. But
okay, thank you, sir.
I have February 9th available.
Does that work?
That works, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, February 9th at 9 o'clock. All right.
Very
thanks.
well.
Take care.
Have a great day, Your Honor.
You too. Bye-bye. Can everyone still hear me? All right, sorry, my computer was just having a little bit of a hiccup. All right, Mr. Brown, good morning.
Morning, Judge. How are you today?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
I'm fine.
I've got Justin Scott Etheridge, 20 TR 28444, 20 TR 28446.
Right, Mr. Etheridge, Judge, has 2 tickets, failure to have registration and insurance on the vehicle that he was driving. We are set for a plea. He also was charged with driving on a suspended for an out-of-state suspension and resisting without violence. We're set for a plea on the 25th on that one. Normally, I'd ask to merge and dismiss, but I don't know if I can ask that in advance of the actual acceptance of the criminal plea. So perhaps I would ask to continue it and then maybe report back to the court on the results.
My preference would either be a motion to consolidate or just let me know what happens.
Well, at this point, I would just say maybe I can let you know what happens if that's all right.
That's fine. Let's see. Since I have now represented to you that will be fine. Let me reset it for one of my dockets, so you can remind me that I told you what I was going to do.
I'm going to make a note to remind you, Judge.
Well, it's fine. I don't want to speak for a different judge who might ultimately preside over the case. They potentially could feel differently about it than I do, but
true.
So I want to be fair to you. Let's see. My next traffic docket is February 23rd at 9 o'clock.
That sounds great.
Do I still have room on that docket?
Yeah, there's actually nothing set yet.
You're the first, Mr. Brown. Congratulations.
It's the best thing that's happened to me all morning.
Me too.
Y'all have a great day.
That
Thank
kind
you,
of day. All right, take care.
Yeah, it's
All right. Let's see. Mr. Cartney, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Lee Carney here. How are you?
Doing well, sir. How are you?
All right.
I've got Ulady Medina, 20TR 20900 and 20901.
This is a person supposedly to bring in a valid new Nevada driver license. I've asked that this be set for hearing. So,
Set them both for 1:30?
yes, that's fine.
All right.
We can do March 17th for both of them.
Okay.
Just a moment,
17th at
please.
1:30.
Double check here. March 17th, 1:30. All right, that's fine, sir.
Okay. I've got Luis Oriana Arriaga, 2 cases.
Okay, Judge, with Oriana Arriaga, this was associated with a criminal violation for no driver license. He did obtain a valid license, and that criminal case was no prost. The case for the failure to display registration, I have e-filed that, and I do believe that is on record. This was not he was pulling a trailer that did not belong to him, and so he was able to get the current registration.
Got it. And then the other ticket is for not having a tag light.
The Judge, I was just given last night, I was emailed a picture that indicates a light was properly installed on the tag. I did not have opportunity to get that to your office, but I do have proof of that if you want me to e-file it later, but I'm asking if both of those citations could be dismissed, sir.
Your request is granted. I would just request that you supplement the file and you file it, please.
All right, that's fine, sir.
All right. All right. So I had both cases, 20TR 28235 and 28241 are to be dismissed. All right. I've got Jorge Fernandez, 20TR 29336.
Mandatory here, Judge. I believe his record, if I'm not mistaken, I saw it. I don't think he had anything on it. Nothing. Clear record, I believe.
No, he's got a good driving record.
The court would consider a withhold.
Wow, that's fast for that section of 41.
No, I understand.
I can do a withhold of school because this is the first ticket. Is that acceptable?
Yeah, sure, certainly, sir.
All right. Withhold 4-hour driving school, $255 plus costs.
Judge, I'm showing on my docket a Liswani Hernandez.
Yes, sir. I got that as well. 20TR 29908.
Some type of crash. I'd ask that that be set for
Okay.
hearing.
All right. You still have the 17th?
Yes.
All right. 17th at 1:30.
All right, fine. I believe that is what I have today, sir.
All right. Have a great day. Thank you.
You too. Take care. Thank you. I know you have many calls.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day. I've got an attorney signed in under Travilla and Travilla.
Good morning, Your Honor. Priscilla Trevilla here on behalf of Sarah Osceola.
Okay, one moment. This is 20TR 31041. Yes, ma'am. What would you like to do?
Judge, apparently this is an infraction that occurred as a result of a DUI, so I'm not sure why they're separated. We would like them to be set for trial together, please.
You'll need to file a motion to consolidate.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware that you did this in this this area. Okay. All right. So if we can just file it today, in the meantime, I guess, what do we do right now?
You need to file a motion to consolidate with the judge presiding over the criminal case.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I can continue this to another pretrial hearing, and then once the motion to consolidate is granted, this will come off that docket.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Amanda, can I get another 9 o'clock, please?
Can do February 9th.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Bye-bye. You too.
Okay. All right, Mr. Multash.
Good morning, Judge. Thank you. Just been a crazy busy morning, and my daughter just called to say that my 3-year-old, almost 3-year-old granddaughter fell off the couch. So it's just been one of those kind of a days.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, I just kind of started sweating.
It's okay. I've got little kids. That's every day of my life.
I hear you. My daughter's actually a federal prosecutor, and she's working from home. And so when she calls us, it's obviously we take it pretty seriously. So sorry that I keep coming in and out.
No, it's okay. Like I said, the other day, my 6-year-old ran up to me and said, "Daddy, what would you say if I let the chair on fire?" And I said, "Let the chair on fire? No, if. Why are you thinking about doing that?" Was the next question.
How old is yours?
I've got a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old.
Wow.
So yeah, there's at least some panic at some point of every day of my life.
Yeah, my heart literally just stopped because my wife poked her head in and said, "Yeah, can I interrupt you for a moment? Lindsay's on the phone that Sadie fell off the couch and wants to know if she should call 911.
Is she okay?
She seems okay. I just spoke with her. She's moving her limbs. I don't see any blood or a bump. But, you know, when you have your first kid, I think you're particularly concerned.
No, I understand.
Anyway, I appreciate it, Judge. I just have one. I have Nazario, State of Florida versus Nazario Noor or Noir.
Yes, sir.
96 and 70. I'd like to try and resolve it, please, Your Honor. If I could have a withhold, if it's possible, based on
20 TR 28533. All right. It's a good driving record. Withhold of adjudication, 175 plus costs. Does that work, sir?
That's good, Your Honor. 175, fine. And what are the costs, Your Honor?
103. So it's same as the original face value of the ticket, 278.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Enjoy the kids. I hear my daughter's on the phone with the doctor, so I'm going to run.
All right. Take care, sir.
Okay, thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
All right. I've got an attorney. Someone signed in under a 239 area code with the last four digits 4357. Go ahead and unmute, please. All right, I'll come back to you. Mr. Nunez, are you there? Can you hear me?
Hey, Judge, I'm here.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good, Judge. Thank you. Good morning.
All right.
Your Honor, I just have one today. It's Dume Balsamari.
Yep. 20 TR 309. I'm sorry, 30290. Yes, sir.
Judge, I'm going to make a request. I'm not sure if the court will consider it, but he was going 90 and 70 apparently on the highway. It is his first traffic citation since he's been licensed, and at least in the state of Florida. And my understanding of the events, Judge, were that he was trying to switch lanes because there was a traffic stop happening in the direction of lane that he was traveling in. And as you know, pursuant to the move over law, he was trying to just avoid being in the same lane of traffic. So he sped up, moved over, and obviously that resulted in a traffic stop anyways.
But the whole point of the move over law is you're supposed to slow down and move over, not speed up.
Well, I understand. I think it's move over if it's practicable, or drop your speed significantly in the lane that you're in. And I think instead of dropping, where he was, he just tried to get over. But I understand your point.
Right. All right. I mean, the speed's not that bad. It is the first ticket. How long has he got a license? license, 13. I can do it with.
And I'm not sure he's a CDL. I don't think he has a CDL, but
no, not a CDL, but I can do a withholding cost.
Okay, that'll be fine, Judge.
All right, withholding court cost, please.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank
Have
you,
a
sir.
good one.
Take care.
Bye-bye, you too.
All right, Mr. Todd, thank you for your patience. I'll be right with you. Mr. Delgado, if you can hear me, I'm going to go. I'm going to step away for just a moment and see if Sarah has that that motion she can print out for me. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll be right back. Mr. Delgado, Sarah did not receive the memorandum. Could you or Ms. Fish please resend it to her, and then she'll print it out and give it to me.
Yes, sir. We'll try and get a resend right now, sir.
All right, no problem. And it's just yes.
Judge Christina Merritt, I was trying to unmute 3 different times when you called 4357.
Okay,
I
I'm
finally
sorry.
got it, so I didn't want to mute at this point.
No. I'm glad you didn't. Yeah, I'm glad you stuck with me. Thank you. I've got Thomas Rico, 20TR 27992.
Yes, Judge. In this case, would the court consider dismissal on that? If not, I know he wants to set it for hearing.
Let me take a look.
I think his driving record is pretty good. I know that his issue is there was a concern about the discrepancy between him and the officer.
I'm sorry, discrepancy between who?
Him and the officer about whether he had a seatbelt on or not.
Oh. I wouldn't dismiss it. So you want to set it for a hearing?
Yeah, I think he'll want a hearing then.
No problem. All right. March 17th. Is that our date still?
Yes. March 17th at 1:30?
Yes, ma'am. At 1:30.
That sounds great. Thank you, Judge. Have a great day.
You too, ma'am. Thank you for your patience this morning. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Your Honor, this is Betty Exanta speaking. I unmuted myself.
Yes,
I'm in a dental appointment, and I think because they're about to go in my mouth now, so I'm pretty much going to have to end the call. I know my presence wasn't required, but I just wanted to, I guess, go over the fact that I did get my license. So I don't know. They're actually asking me to hang up the phone at this time. So I just wanted to let you know I was here, but they're asking me to get off the phone at this time.
All right, ma'am, thank you for your patience. I said your attorney is still on the line with me. I'm just waiting to get a copy of their memorandum of law to review that with them. But thank you for your patience, and thank you for letting me know that you got your license fixed. I really do appreciate it.
No problem. I'm so excited about that. I was like, I said, I had to be in court, although you're not required. I'm not required. And I know Judge Brown is going to be happy that I got it because I'm happy.
I'm always happy to hear that. It's been years, and so I'm glad you're able to get that done. You drove legally to go to the dentist, which I would find more fun places to go if I could finally drive legally. But
oh my God, it's like a weight has lifted off my shoulders with a valid license now.
I'm sure it has. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much, and you have a wonderful day.
You too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right. Mr. Delgado, while I'm waiting for that to get printed out, I was telling you the email address is sreynolds, SREYNOLDS.
Yes, sir. We just sent it again.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and address some of Mr. Todd's cases while I wait for her to print that out and bring it into me. But once again, thank you for your patience, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Todd. How are you?
Morning, sir. In addition to my docket, I'm covering 4 cases, one each for attorneys Golden, Galanter, Milrott, and Greenberg.
Okay. Do you mind if I call their cases first and then go down to your firms? Okay. All right. I've got Mr. Galanter's case, Adrian Morera Cervantes, 20 TR 30361.
Yes, sir. This will be in each of these coverage cases, Your Honor. I haven't had opportunity to look at the driving record. We're seeking to withhold on a change of plea if possible.
This is a failure of a traffic control device. So you got a clean record. Withhold $60 fine plus cost.
Thank you, sir.
All right. And you said you're covering for Mr. Milrott?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ryan Otano, 20 TR 30324.
Yes, Your Honor. This is a speed alleged 103 and a 70 on the interstate. Would you consider a withhold in this matter, Your Honor?
Depends on the driving record. Yes, I would. He's got a clean driving record. Withhold 4-hour driving school, $250 fine plus cost.
Thank you.
Come on in. Hi. Come on in. No, I'm on, but it's okay. It's all right. You're not going to be on TV. Thank you. All right. Ms. Chow, would you mind holding for just one moment? Let me go ahead and take a look at this. Thank you for your patience, sir. Here it is. Here's Mrs. Exantis's driver's license. Just reissued. All right, so let's talk about Ms. Exantis's cases. The 3 cases, 15 TR 11450, 17456, and 17455. As we discussed with her, she got her license, which is great. So what are you asking me to do?
Oh, sir, in regards to the driving with the suspended license, we would ask if you would be able to dismiss that, sir.
That's granted. I'm very happy she got that done. It's apparently been quite a while for her. So that case number is 15 TR 17456. That case is dismissed.
And in regards to the other 2, sir, we would ask if they would be withheld.
All right. Let me take a look.
Sorry for interrupting, but Mr. Delgado, can I have your bar number?
Yes, 1 second. Let me just pull it up.
Sorry.
Really?
That's okay. I'm honored as the first person to ask you for it, sir.
I just 23403. I mean, I figure most lawyers that that they've got the bar number pretty much tattooed somewhere on them.
Ironically, it's in my wallet, which since the day I got it, but I haven't found my wallet. Find the email that I sent it on.
Bar.
Oh, that's right. No. My bar number is 1025364.
Perfect. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, I memorized my bar number because I don't know if they still do this, but when they publish the bar results, it's just a long page of the bar number and pass or whatever. And I was so paranoid that I wouldn't be able to find it. I sat there and I just kept repeating my bar number over and over until I had it committed to memory.
No, sir. We were given bar ID numbers, and that's how you check this time.
No. Where's the fun of that without the panic of trying to, I actually had a ruler up against my computer screen to make sure I could follow the line across. It's much more exciting when you're completely panicked about whether or not you passed or not.
Yeah, it's part of the fun.
All right. I'm just digging through all of her suspensions still. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
She got them all fixed. That is fantastic. Were you representing her? Was your office representing her on getting everything fixed in the other counties and everything?
No, sir. Just
Okay.
on this one count, sir.
I'm just curious. I always like to ask, how much money it costs to actually get everything fixed. I've had people tell me, multiple thousands of dollars sometimes to get everything finally resolved.
Yeah, she went with public defender and pro se for those, sir.
Oh, they were criminal offenses? All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's do this. For 15 TR 11450, withholding court costs.
Okay, sir.
And then on the other one, 17455. I could do a withhold 150 fine and costs.
Thank you, sir.
And let her know when she gets out of the dentist.
Great news, sir.
that I really am pleased to hear that she got everything straightened out. And to tell her, Judge Brown said, please slow down because I don't want her to have her come back.
Yes, sir. I'll let her know.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. We also have one more, actually, sir.
Yes, sir. Larry Dale Brooks,
Yes,
20
sir.
PR 25856. Uh, 94 and a 70. I don't. Looks like Indiana license.
Yes, I believe so, sir.
All right. All right. Withhold 175 plus cost.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you again for your patience. Take care, sir.
Yes, sir.
Have a good day. All right. I always mispronounce your name, sir. Is it Mr. Zeman or Mr. Zeman?
Zeman.
Zeman?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes.
Good morning, sir. All right. And who is your client, please?
Judge, I'm covering, it might be under Morales. The attorney who was handling this got caught up in court and asked me to just log on a second ago. I apologize for being late.
No, it's quite all right.
The first case would be Miguel Angel Garcia.
Okay. 20 TR 25498. Yes, sir.
A motion to consolidate was filed to consolidate with 2020 CT 002066.
All right. You want to just continue this and it should come off the docket?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Can I get another 9 o'clock, please?
We can do February 9th.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Judge, I couldn't hear. When was that?
February 9th at 9 o'clock.
Thank you. The next one I have is Alexander Jesus de la Cruz.
All right. 20 TR 29553. Hello, Ellen. I can see you back there. Good morning. All right. What would you like to do with this, sir?
Set for trial, Your Honor.
All right. March 17th still good?
Yes.
All right. March 17th at 1:30.
Thank you. The next one is Humberto de la Nuez Martinez.
All right. 20 TR 28543. What would you like to do?
That one also set for trial, Your Honor.
Okay. March 17th at 1:30, unless you tell me otherwise. No, good. All right. Next one, please.
George Alfonso Villamizar Herrera. I think it's Villamizar Herrera is the last name.
Yes, sir. 20 TR 16884.
That one we'd like to resolve, Your Honor.
All right. Have they fixed the address in their license? Have they changed it?
I don't see it, Your Honor. I don't know if Your Honor shows compliance.
I don't. So if you just want to resolve, I can do a withholding costs.
That's fine.
Okay.
The next one, Your Honor, is Luis Fernandez Rodriguez.
All right. 20 TR 28600.
Sorry, Your Honor, what did we do for Villam?
See, now we have to make you try to pronounce somebody's name. All right. We did a withholding court costs.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so now we're on Luis Fernandez Rodriguez, 20 TR 28600. Yes, sir.
I'd like to resolve that one, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, withholding court costs.
Thank you. The next one is Alain Alvarez Castro.
All right, 20 TR 30607.
We can set that one for trial.
Yes, sir. March 17th at 1:30.
Then I have Alberto Matos Rojas.
Okay. 20 TR 30456.
You have a motion. There's no method of speed measuring device on that one, John.
Motion is granted. Just as, yeah, for a variety of reasons, but the motion is granted.
Thank you. The next one is Armando Lugo Torres.
Mr. Todd, if you're wondering, it wasn't because actually of the discovery violation. It's a failure to make traffic control device. It just says speed limit sign without indicating what the speed was, without indicating what the speed limit was. It was I know you were listening intently, Mr. Todd. I still say, discovery violations, unless it's an egregious violation, is not necessarily the basis for dismissal. That's usually the most extreme sanction for a discovery violation. However, under the circumstances, there was insufficient allegations to establish a charge for which someone could knowingly prepare a defense.
I would argue, though, Your Honor, with the discovery violation, that type of violation can't really be cured because you're relying upon the information and the veracity of it at the time. And so I'd argue that those measuring devices, especially serial numbers and of that sort, easily abused if it's not put on there at the beginning.
Sure, but the citation can always be amended prior to trial. In which case the remedy for a defendant is a continuance.
Except for the problem with the amendment is that months down the line afterwards, it can be amended to anything and nobody would have any sort of check and balance on it. There's no way to ascertain whether or not that was actually the one that was used at the time or whether or not it's the one that he has the paperwork with him that day.
Well, that goes towards, veracity of the testimony, but, I said I come from a criminal background where informations can be changed up to and including through the trial. And if there's a discovery violation, unless it's a particularly egregious one or an intentional one, a flagrant discovery violation, almost always the preferred remedy is a continuance, not a dismissal or exclusion of evidence. I think that rationale applies here as well. If this goes to a hearing and the officer amends at just prior to trial and said, oops, I forgot to put my speed measuring device in here. Here's what it was. The appropriate remedy for a defense, if they would not otherwise be prepared to try the case at that time, would be a continuance. So they have a chance to review the speed measuring documents, see if there's a log indicating whether or not, that is the device that was used at that time, et cetera, et cetera. That's how I view it.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, that was that was my fault. I completely diverted off topic.
You want me to call the next one?
Hold on. I've still got Alberto Javier Matos Rojas.
That's the one we just did.
All right, and that one's dismissed. All right, so yes, sir. Next one.
The next one is Armando Lugo Torres. That one we'd like to set for trial, please.
All right, both cases?
Yes.
All right. March 17th at 1:30.
Thank you. Then I have Efrain Dominguez Castillo.
All right. 20 TR 29955. Yes, sir.
Can we get an offer on that one, Your Honor?
Sure. Adjudication, $1,000 fine. And court costs, it's 50 over. I can't do anything else.
Well, we'd have to set that one for trial then.
All right. My offer must be the the mandatory statutory penalty. All right.
March
March 17th.
Your Honor,
What's that?
what's the signature on the copy on the citation?
Yes, that was Dominguez Castillo. You asked me to check for the signature on that?
Yes.
Okay. Not on the copy that I've got. Give me just a moment. Sometimes there's multiple copies that have been filed. But I got to switch over to Showcase.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, ma'am.
It's on the second page.
In SmartBench, I'm only given the first page, so that's why I had to switch over. All right. So you see a signature on the second copy that was filed?
Correct.
All right.
For the defendant?
Yes. Yeah, it's the first docket line and there's a second page.
All right. Hold on one moment. Dominguez Castillo. There we go. All right. Yep. It's on the second copy. I can do a share screen if you'd like to see it, sir.
No, I believe you, Your Honor. I just was checking, asking Your Honor to check. That's all.
No, I understand.
If we can just set that one for trial then.
All right.
The last one is Lazaro Alfonso Alba.
Okay.
That one we'd like to set for trial as well, Your Honor.
Sure. Both of those then March 17th at 1:30.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, sir. Take care.
You too.
All right. Mr. Todd, are you okay if I address Mr. Gordon's cases real quick? Is that okay? Thank you, sir.
That's fine.
All right. Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Gordon. How are you?
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
Doing well.
Good.
I've got no, I've got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yes, sir. I've got Pascal Antoine, 2 cases, 20 TR 27004, 27040.
Yes, Judge. One is a speed, one is a no stop lamp. I did file an exhibit showing the registration of the new vehicle he has. The vehicle at the time he was driving was a work vehicle. Now he has a new work vehicle, so there's no way that he can repair the stop lamp on the original vehicle.
I see.
So I'd like to go ahead and see if you would consider giving a warning on that for a plea on the speed.
Sure.
I think he has one prior in 2007.
Yeah, no, he's good. All right, so on the speeding ticket, which is 27004, withhold of adjudication, 175 plus cost. And then on 27040, which is the stop lamp, that is dismissed.
Thank you, Judge. And how much time to pay, Judge?
I was doing 60 days to pay on these. Is that?
No, that's fine.
All right. Give me one moment, Mr. Blue.
Sure.
I have someone logging in. Hello, can you hear me?
Good morning, Your
Good morning,
Honor.
sir.
Good morning. This says Salim's phone. What is your name, please?
Is Islam Ladram Shikush?
All right. Do you have an attorney, sir?
No.
No.
All right. Can I get your name again, please?
Islam Ladram Shikush.
How do you spell your last name?
My last name is Ladghem. And after space, CH, I like island,
Okay.
K like kilo, OUCH, I like elephant.
Sorry, I don't see on my docket this morning. This docket is was set for folks who do have an attorney. Do you have a case number or a ticket number? Can you?
It's 11.
No, it's a zero.
00004690001 XX.
Your Honor, the case number is 11-2021-T as Tom, R as Robert, -0000469-000-XX.
Got it. So your court is tomorrow.
Here it says at
It's
so
tomorrow
sorry.
at 10:30. Yep.
Yeah.
Better to
Very
be early than
sorry,
late. Always better to
I'm
be early
so
than
sorry.
late. You're one day early.
So sorry, Your Honor. Have a
Nope.
wonderful day.
Have a wonderful day. Log in the
Thank you
same
so
way
much.
you did. Yeah, log in the exact same way you did today, but do it tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a
Take
good
care.
day.
Have a nice day, folks.
Thank you too.
Bye-bye.
All right. Sorry about that, Mr. Gordon.
That's okay.
I said always better to be early than late.
Yeah, right.
All right. I've got Carol Pereira, 20TR 28601.
Going out of order. Okay, hold on.
Am I?
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. I got it here. Yes, Judge, I filed an exhibit on that. She has an exemption, medical exemption for sun screening. That's why her car was pulled over, and it's a seatbelt ticket.
Wait, I'm confused. She has a medical exemption for sunscreen.
Right. Ultimately, it was a seatbelt ticket, but the reason why she was stopped was because of tint.
Her tint was too dark, but you can get a medical exemption saying your tint can be darker?
Yeah, they have it.
Really?
Yeah, people have certain. Yeah, you can look at the
I didn't know
certificate that I attached. Yeah, for people that have certain medical conditions, especially
you can get darker than the standard tint. I had no idea.
Right. For people that have certain skin conditions.
Huh. Okay.
So it's
Yeah,
to the
look at
point where
that.
you really can't see in the car. So there's no way to really see that the person doesn't have a seatbelt on.
Right.
So.
Right, but you can stop somebody for tint and then say, oops, you don't have a seatbelt on.
Right, but she does have an exemption.
Look at that. Okay, but she didn't get a ticket for that.
Well, I guess technically, but that's why she's got the certificate. She's gonna have to. I don't know how that works ultimately, but I mean, I don't think you can put anything on the outside of your car that says, don't stop me because I have to.
Right, and that's the problem. It
Right.
would still, I would think, be a legal stop for an officer to pull someone over whose tint is too dark, even if they otherwise have
I
that
guess
exemption,
so.
unless there's some way for them to know before they
Right.
stop them.
Right. Yeah.
That's interesting. I really had not heard of that before.
Well, I think the last thing she has is 2015. I would ask if your honor would just consider a warning then.
Give me a moment.
And if you look at the certificate and the citation, it is the same vehicle that is subject to the certificate.
Yeah, she's had a license for a while. She's got a good driving record. I can do a warning.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, you're gonna have to figure that out for your client, how she can drive down the road without getting pulled over all the time for having tint too dark. legally tint too dark.
I don't know if there is a way.
I don't know.
You know,
I had no idea.
I think I've only had this once before in all my years. So,
you know, you get that vinyl wrap on the car. You just put a big sign on the side that says "My tint is legal."
As I said, don't pull me over.
Right. I don't have drugs in the car. My tint is legal. Right. Okay. Moving on.
Okay.
I've got 20TR28770. Athanas.
Oh, Clifford
Gene.
Yeah.
I'm totally going out of order. I'm just.
Yes, you are. That's okay. That's all right. I'll dig it up. Okay. Yeah. So the last name is Gene. Yes, this one was written as a traffic control device. This was a visual speed, fast speed. He was on his way to catch a flight and go to Haiti. I believe the last he has is 2016. I think even though he was given a break, I think school would be appropriate.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Withhold 4-hour driving school. $60 fine plus cost.
Okay. All right, what's the next one, Judge?
All right. Let me try to go in alphabetical order.
That's
here.
okay.
Myra Espinoza Hernandez.
There you go. Okay, that's fine. I only have a few left.
20TR29669.
Yeah, I have no prior history, Judge.
Okay. '90 to 70. And good record. All right. Withhold 150 plus costs.
Okay.
All right. Jose Moya Robena, 20TR28792.
Okay. 80 and a 60. He has a commercial license. Actually, I guess it was written as traffic control device, technically. This was not in a commercial vehicle. Had about, looks like over 20 years of nothing until 2019.
Right.
A couple of issues there.
Yeah. Withhold with school, is that acceptable?
That's fine, Judge.
All right, withhold 4-hour driving school, $60 fine plus cost.
Okay.
Samuel Mraz.
Yep.
20TR29687.
I have license since 1992, one prior 12 years ago.
Okay. All right. Withhold 150 plus cost.
Okay.
Vidomir Stojanovic.
Pretty good.
Thank you. 20TR30392. I don't know if it's correct, but it sounds right.
It's pretty close.
Okay.
Looks like 68 and a 45. You know, now this is a different driving record that's attached from other driving records that we have on the cases. I don't notice any priors on there.
No, I don't either.
Okay.
I don't see any priors, so I'm going to go with no priors.
Okay.
No contest?
Yes, Judge, sorry.
Withhold 175 plus cost.
And then the last one should be Suarez. Raudel Suarez, 20TR30239.
Okay.
I have Florida license since 92. Now, again, this is one of those different driving records. And in reading it, I don't see any priors, but it does say his last school election was 2003. So,
yeah, well, here's the thing, though. I can only go off the record that I'm getting.
Yeah, it's.
I appreciate your candor.
So it was just confusing to me. So.
Yeah, I mean, original license issued in 92.
Right.
Eligible elector has made 2 elections. Last election was in 2003.
I don't know.
But it's up to DHS&V to publish these records, and you know, if it's not on there, as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't exist.
That's fine, Judge.
I have no choice but to rely upon DHS&V's records.
Okay.
Unless you want to tell me that I should dig deeper and find other convictions.
Well, because I had an issue last week because sometimes you're all a little bit different on how you interpret records. So I'd rather be honest than not.
No, and I really do appreciate that. But like I said, I think it, when in doubt,
Sure.
The benefit always goes to the defendant when it comes to official records.
Okay, I appreciate that.
It's the only appropriate way that I can address that.
Okay.
But I do appreciate your candor. All right. So once again, according to our records, no priors. So it's not a crash. I can do a withhold $60 fine and costs.
Perfect, Judge. And I believe that concludes my cases.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, Judge. You take care. Be healthy.
You too.
Thank you.
Mr. Paz, good morning.
Good morning, Judge. I am up in court in Indian River County this morning, and I texted the office to have someone else sign in to handle our cases, but I'm not sure. I haven't had a response whether anyone has signed in to handle Mr. Morales' cases or not.
Yes, those were taken care of. Oh, but I lost you. I can't hear you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you next month.
Take care, sir. Have a good one.
Take care. You too, Judge. Bye-bye.
All right, Mr. Todd, as always, your patience is appreciated.
Yes, sir.
Where did I leave off? I think you said you're covering Mr. Golden's cases, correct?
Yes, I've got one for Golden and one for Greenberg we haven't reached yet.
All right. Anson Edmund Ashman for Mr. Golden, 20 TR 25467.
Yes, Your Honor. This is alleged 101 and a 70 on the interstate. Would you consider a withhold in this case?
Yes, I can do a withhold with school.
4-hour school?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Withhold 4-hour driving school, $250 fine plus cost.
Thank you.
And then you're handling Mr. Greenberg's?
Yes.
Let's see. Mia Simone Royer, 20 TR 30051.
Yes, sir. This be a change of plea, request to withhold.
Okay. All right. Withhold of adjudication, 175 plus cost. Clean driving record. It's fine.
You say 175 plus cost?
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Are you covering for Carmen Leon or David Greenbaum? No, I'm sorry. That's a different case. That's this afternoon. Are you covering for Mr. Carmen Leon?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Then the rest are yours. I've got Peter Louis Afatati, 2 cases. 20 TR 29534, 20 TR 29568. And Mr. Todd, once again, I said, I do appreciate the fact that you wait till the end of the docket. Your firm typically has done that for me just because you have so many cases. I won't hold it against you if you choose to log in later on traffic days. I mean, I appreciate the fact that you've been sitting here since 9, but if you don't log in until 10 o'clock, if you want, I can actually kind of set you at a later time. So you don't have to sit around and waste an hour and a half of your day waiting to get to your cases. Would that be more convenient for you?
No, I had thought about logging in later, but sometimes I like making observations too.
That's fine. But if you want, I can set you on a as a to be heard at 10 o'clock, something like that, so you don't feel compelled to sit around and wait for everybody else to go first if you want. You don't have to decide right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure right now because there's because I know Judge Crown and Provost will often do their, if I have a large, like a 2-page, like an 80 case docket, they'll do them at 11.
Yeah.
Um,
Is it if you would prefer that I give you a later start time, let me know, and I'm happy to do that for you, so you don't waste.
Okay, will do. Thank you.
Time waiting for everyone else to go. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. All right. So I've got those two cases: 20 TR 29534 and 29568. What are we doing, sir? Does your client have a medical excuse for tint?
Your Honor, I haven't been able to get in touch with my client in this case. This particular window tint allegation is a little more than what we normally see. This is a 5% window tint, which is limo tint.
Okay.
Believe it or not, I have seen the, well, back in my patrol days, I did see the medical notes, medical exemptions. But this tint's pretty dark. It's almost perfectly opaque. I haven't been having much luck recently contacting clients regarding tint repairs, and quite often it meets with an unfavorable response.
That's a very polite way to put it.
Well, you pay money to get tint.
I know.
And then you got to pay money, the same amount of money to remove it.
Yeah. But tickets get expensive.
That's correct. And 5% is so dark, you can even identify that as too dark at nighttime. And I'm not helping my client by saying that, but it's dark. Would you consider a withhold on these cases, Your Honor, as it relates to the speeding infraction, which is 20 TR 29568? My client has some prior speeding infractions on the record. I don't know if you would
Your client, yeah.
Put some school in here. This alleged violation is not the first for my client, but it's 92 and a 70. It's not in the mandatory offense category.
No, but this is the fourth speeding ticket in the last 3 years.
Sir.
Along with the careless driving. No, I think we'll need to set this one.
Yes, sir. We'll set these for a hearing, and we'll see if the trooper can present his tint meter.
Fair enough. All right, both of these, March 17th, still good? You'll let me know. I'll just keep saying March 17th until you tell me that I'm full, okay? All right. I do have a counsel who is signed in.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. I'm Attorney Carmen Leon, and my sincerest apologies. I actually got on a little early, and you hadn't started yet, and then I got called into North Dixie and West Palm Beach for a plea. So I'm at the courthouse. I have one case. The defendant's name is Rubio DeQ, David Rubio DeQ, TR 20TR030945, and it's a 100 and a 70. And I see that it was charged by Stalker Dooley. And under the statute, the radar laser devices are allowed to be off plus or minus 1 mile. So if the record warrants, I'd ask the court to consider maybe doing a 29 over, change of plea to no contest, standard fine and cost of the 29 over rate.
I don't believe that you're not asking me to amend the citation. You're just asking for a fine commensurate with.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me take a look at the driving record. That's fine. I can do a withhold 175 plus cost. That's standard fine for if it was 99.
Yes, thank you so much, Your Honor. And we just need 60 days to pay, and I'll pull the paperwork from the clerk's office.
Very good.
Thanks, Your Honor. Thanks for your patience. I apologize again for my tardiness.
Not a problem, sir. Have a wonderful day. Take care. All right. All right. Hold on. All right, I'm up to Amneris Mary Almanzar Frias, 20 TR 27520. Oh, Mr. Todd, you're still muted.
Yes, sir. That's a child seat violation, Your Honor. It's a foreign driver. I don't have a driving record. Would you consider withholding the fine in this case?
4-year-old unbelted on the interstate. We're not starting off well today.
Would you give me a second, Your Honor?
Yes,
Let me
sir.
look something up here. Your Honor, I lost my train of thought here. Your Honor, would you, I'm going to ask you this just to try. This appears to be the wrong statute.
Okay. Let me take a look.
The note, this is a seatbelt violation statute 316-614-4A. The notes indicate it's a 4-year-old child. 4-year-old children, seatbelt child restraint is 316.613. Children aged, that's 1A2, children aged 4 through 5, a separate carrier or booster may be used. It seems that the officer cited to the wrong statute in this case.
Let me take a look. Nope. 316-614-4A. It is unlawful for any person to operate a motor vehicle or autocycle, that's an interesting word to call it, or an autocycle in this state unless each passenger and the operator of the vehicle under the age of 18 are restrained by a safety belt or a child restraint device. So
Yes, sir.
that was
that's the general statute.
That was a very good try.
Okay. Well, does Collier County participate in the child restraint safety program course?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Okay, because I had a case in Collier County once a couple months ago where as a condition for a withhold, the judge had ordered a participation in the child restraint safety program course, which is governed in 316.63 subparagraph 5. But my client had some problems with the clerk's office trying to figure out what that was. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I really don't know the answer to that question. Give me just a moment here. I mean, here's a problem, Mr. Todd.
Yes, sir.
A notice on the citation that there's a companion ticket, and the companion ticket is a 102 and a 70. I don't know why it's not on today's docket.
Is that one still pending?
Yes, sir. And so the officer's allegations is that your client was going 102 miles an hour down the interstate with a 4-year-old loose in the back seat.
Yes.
I cannot, in good conscience, take that lightly.
I understand. That's a fair assessment.
I mean, that's the allegation. Obviously not proven yet, but that's sort of where I'm at with this one. What would you like to do?
Your Honor, this will be a change of play. We'll accept the adjudication.
Okay. All right. Adjudication of guilt, $30 fine plus costs.
Thank you.
All right. Ray Alvarez, 20 TR 30795.
Yes, sir. This will be a change of play. Looks like a clean driving record, Your Honor.
All right. Withhold of adjudication, 175 plus cost.
Thank you. Your Honor, you mind if I take my coat off?
No, go ahead. So warm in the office today?
Well, I got my heater on because I turned it off overnight and I wore my wool coat and it's getting a little stuffy.
It's cold outside.
Yeah.
You know what? But no, I appreciate the fact that you still wear a coat to court. Needless to say, with Zoom, decorum generally has gone downhill. But I appreciate the fact that you at least start off with the coat on.
We have a new attorney here who replaced Desiree, and he saw me the other day. He's like, "You wear a coat?" Because he's trying to figure out which judges will accept the shirt and tie. It's like, well, I have a coat. I can just wear it.
Yeah, Mr. McGann's old boss at the PD's office told me to call him out when he wore sneakers to court. So
Yeah.
be careful listening to Mr. McGann's advice about dressing for court. Rex Darrow said, by all means, Judge Brown, if you see Mr. McGann wearing sneakers to court, call him out on it.
If you don't mind, next time you see him, ask him if his shirt's tucked in.
All right, moving on. Jean Angela Rodriguez, 20 TR 18864. No, for what it's worth, I appreciate the attorneys who are still trying to maintain some semblance of professionalism and decorum, even though we're on Zoom. All right.
Yes, sir. This is a speeding allegation. I don't have a copy of the driving record in this case.
That's because
I don't think it is licensed. Yeah.
Well,
let me give me a second, Your Honor. Let me. I'm trying to see if I have any additional notes in my file here. Yeah, normally I look this stuff up in advance, but I get hard to keep track of 80 cases. Your Honor, can we reset the pretrial on this once? The companion criminal matter is still pending.
no problem. All right, can you get another 9 o'clock, please?
We can do February 9th, or if you want more time, we can do February 16th.
February 16th is fine.
Okay. All right, very good. All right, Camila Marie Apolito Dip, 20 TR 29497.
Yes, sir. This will be a change of plea, Your Honor. We're requesting a withhold with a fine only. I understand this is a mandatory appearance, but it's just at that threshold. My client's been licensed for 10 years, almost 11, and this is a first infraction.
I'll do what I did for Mr. Leon. Withhold 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Johnny Ann Augustin, 20 TR 25232.
Yes, Your Honor. This be a change of plea, Your Honor. This looks like the first speeding infraction for my client. Looks like the first moving violation, in fact.
Yes, sir. All right. Withhold 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
Lauren Barlow, 20 TR 30404.
Yes, Your Honor. This would be a change of plea as well. It's a perfectly clean driving record.
Okay. All right, withhold adjudication, 155 plus cost.
Thank you.
Carlos Bermudez Icharti. Definitely got that wrong. All right, 20 TR 30682.
Yes, sir. This is a speeding infraction, Your Honor. My client overall has a very good record. You will note a violation in May for traffic control device in this county. This instant matter is not a mandatory appearance. Would you consider a withhold? It looks like the traffic control device was a guilty disposition, and I'm not sure what that
That's fine.
device was.
I can do a withhold with school because they did not elect school or otherwise take advantage of that opportunity on the previous citation.
Okay, thank you. We'll accept that.
All right, withhold 4-hour driving school, 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
All right, Philip Blasson, 20 TR 28004.
Yes, sir. Your Honor, this would be a change of plea. Respectfully request a withhold of adjudication. My client has a driving record with some marks on it, but in the last couple decades, there's nothing.
Okay, withhold 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
Blake Colin Broders, 20 TR 30631.
Yes, sir. If you could, Your Honor, could you look, is this honorable court in possession of a signed copy of the citation?
Let's find out.
I mean, a copy signed by my client.
Sure. Will you accept Amanda's word for it?
I do.
So on the first docket line, there are 3 copies of the citation.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them are electronic, but I don't see a signature on any of them.
I do on the third one.
But that says the officer.
Oh, yep. This is why we should listen to what she says.
Yes.
She's right.
Would you dismiss according to 318.14 subparagraph 2, signature required on mandatory appearance violations?
Yes, I will. Motion to dismiss is granted.
Thank you.
All right. Jose Brotens Carminati, 20 TR 20601.
Yes, Your Honor. Would you consider a withhold in this case, Your Honor? My client has the last speeding infraction was in 2018. Since then, there's a toll violation and a red light camera. I would argue this could be anybody.
I'm broadcasting live streaming on YouTube, so I'll keep my thoughts about red light cameras to myself. I'll just say it's a well-reasoned argument. Yes, withhold adjudication, 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
Warriors Lins Brutus, 20 TR 18280.
Yes, sir. Your Honor, this would be a change of plea to no contest. It's a clean record. This is passing in a no passing zone. There's no crash indicated, and no other. There's no notes that would make it appear any worse than.
All right. Take a look. All right. And it's a, oh, come on, computer. There we go. All right. Withhold $60 fine plus cost.
Okay.
Daniel Patrice Cabrera, 20 TR 28277.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a speed allegation here. My client has a prior speed violation in May. Got some prior violations on the record. Would you consider withhold with a driver improvement school in this case?
No, we'll need to set this one. I'm sorry.
Okay. Is it the May 17th date?
March 17th.
March.
Yes, sir. Stanley Jose Castro, 20 TR 24731.
Yes, sir. This will be a change of plea, Your Honor. It's a citation for speed, 19 over. Only one prior violation 3 years ago for a stop sign. Been driving for 6 years.
Okay. Withhold of adjudication. $100 fine plus cost.
Okay.
Dennis Chung, 20 TR 29490.
Yes, Your Honor. This will be a change of plea as well. Clean driving record.
Okay. Withhold adjudication, 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
Edward Patrick Connigan, 20 TR 29174.
Yes, Your Honor. We've submitted to the court a copy of my client's Illinois driving record. Has a couple prior speeding violations outside of Florida. This citation looks like Sergeant Ruthie gave my client a break by citing 9 over instead of the actual speed. Would you consider withholding a fine in this case?
The priors are 19 and 20.
That's correct, Your Honor. I would argue that they're not contrary to the laws of the Sunshine State. This looks like a first local violation, Your Honor.
All right. Well argued. All right, I'm gonna do withhold with school. I know it's only cited as 9 over, but is that acceptable?
Yes, sir. We'll accept that.
All right, withhold 4-hour driving school, $25 plus cost.
Thank you.
Gaspar Cracciolo, 20 TR 30023.
Yes, sir. We have a change of plea, Your Honor. It's a very good driving record. I don't see any prior violations.
Neither do I. All right. Withhold of adjudication, 155 plus cost.
Thank you.
Yohani Fernandez Lopez, 20 TR 30594.
Thank you. Your Honor, this case, respectfully request a withhold of adjudication. My client does have a prior speeding violation issued in September. It was adjudicated in November in this county. Prior to that, my client doesn't have any speeding infractions. It's a professional driver. In this case, in the last speeding violation, it was a privately owned vehicle.
Yeah, I mean, but just in September, it was 82 and a 45. We can set it.
We'll set this one. Okay.
Yeah. March 17th at 1:30. Jose Miguel Fonseca Alfonso.
What was that name, Your Honor?
Jose Miguel Fonseca Alfonso. 20 TR 30080.
Okay. Let me. I don't think I have one that on my list. Let me pull it up, Your Honor.
All right.
You know, this would be a change of plea request to withhold.
It's got a good driving record. Withhold of adjudication. 175 plus cost. Roberto Alejandro Fornells Caceres. 20 TR 30088.
Yes, sir. This will be a change of plea, Your Honor. Looks like a very good record.
All right. Withhold of adjudication 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
Noel Francisco Monzo. 20 TR 30130.
Yes, Your Honor. This is a change of plea, spotless record. This looks like first offense.
Okay. Withhold of adjudication 155 plus cost.
Thank you.
Darian Frias Ramos, 20 TR 30724.
Yes, Your Honor. This will be a change of plea. Looks like a spotless driving record.
All right, withhold of adjudication 155 plus cost.
Thank you.
All right, are you covering for attorney Christopher John Shizani?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Enrique Fuentes, 20 TR 29606.
Yes, Your Honor. This case will change your plea to no contest. This is a first infraction. My client received the license in June or August. It's an older gentleman, but this is his first violation.
All right. Withhold 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
Victor Manuel Garcia Bruzon, 20 TR 31402.
Your Honor, we have an excellent driving record here. I'll change your plea. I understand this is a mandatory appearance. Would you consider a withhold?
Yes. Withhold 4-hour driving school, 255 plus cost.
Thank you.
Jose Garcia, 20 TR 28469.
Yes, Your Honor. We have a allegation of speed on the interstate.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that they're always at the 96 mile marker.
There's an overpass there.
Yes.
It's where they hit out.
Would you consider judicial warning in this case? My client's been licensed since 1981. His last violation was April of 1988.
Well, that's just disqualifying. the judicial warning. Ticket 20.
That's taking it back to
33 years ago.
that's the end of the Reagan administration.
I was 9 years old.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can do a judicial warning.
Thank you.
All right, Anna Marley Gomez Toro, 20 TR 30563. $71 to $55.
Yes, sir. It looks like a perfectly clean record.
Yep.
Change of plea.
All right. Withhold 150 plus costs.
Thank you.
Martin Alexander Gomez, 20 TR 28451.
Sure. This is we request a hearing. This is a traffic crash. Injuries. Ordinary injuries.
Okay. March 17th at 1:30, still open? Okay. David Gonzalez Lajera, 20 TR 30626.
Yes, Your Honor. Would you consider withholding this case? My client received a bit of a break by being cited with a traffic control device. I think that's perhaps because the driving record's pretty good. There's only one prior violation.
That's fine. Withhold $60 fine plus costs.
Thank you.
Alejandra Gonzalez Marone, 20 TR 29515.
Yes, sir. It's a foreign driver, so we don't have a record. It's a more modest violation. We'll change a plea request to withhold.
That's fine. Withhold 150 plus costs.
Thank you.
Paul Hernandez, 20 TR 29338.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, would you consider a withhold with in this case, there's a prior speed violation in 19 and 16. And this one's it's not a mandatory appearance. My client's trying to avoid the points.
Sure. Withhold 4-hour driving school, 175 plus costs.
Thank you.
Yanir Iraola Reyes, 20 TR 30334.
Yes, sir. This looks like a pretty good record, Your Honor. We'll change our plea.
Okay. All right. Withhold 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
Kimroy Anthony Isaacs, 20 TR 30061.
Yes, sir. Change of plea. Spotless record.
All right. Withhold 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
Roberto Andres Jaro, 20 TR 27041.
Yes, sir. We have an allegation of speed here. Change of plea. Respectfully request to withhold.
Withhold of adjudication, 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
Eves Lemus Perez, 20 TR 30364.
Yes, sir. Well, would you accept an Oritennis motion to dismiss? The notes would indicate it's a visual speed estimate. My argument is that a visual estimate is not an approved speed measuring device according to the administrative code.
I would agree.
Thank you.
Yeah, motion dismissed is granted. All right. Brandon Giovanni Lopez, 20 TR 30527.
A change of plea, Your Honor. Clean record.
All right. Withhold 155 plus cost.
Thank you.
Ekaterina Loshkareva, 20 TR 29969.
Yes, sir.
Drive around detour or barricade.
Yes, sir. That's the first time I've seen that one.
Me too.
Kudos to the officer for finding the specific statute. I don't know that I would have been able to do that. This be a change of plea, Your Honor. It's a perfectly clean driving record.
All right. I wish I had more details.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah. All right. Withholding court costs.
Thank you.
I just, there's definitely a story there.
Yes. Something.
Yes. Reginald Louis June, 20 TR 30683.
Yes, sir. Got a very good driving record. We'll change your plea, Your Honor. This looks like the first moving violation for my client.
Okay. All right. Withhold 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
Kyle Brian Markowitz, 2 cases.
Yes, sir. There's a speed allegation and an expired registration. We've submitted proof of compliance as it relates to the registration. Would request a dismissal. It's case number 20 TR 30511.
All right. That case is dismissed.
Thank you. As it relates to the speed, 20 TR 30544, would you consider withholding a school?
Look. Yes, sir. Withhold of adjudication, 4-hour driving school, 250 fine plus cost.
Thank you.
Nakia Imano Milford, 20 TR 29781.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, have we submitted the Nevada driving record in this case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It appears to be clean. Would you consider withhold?
Yes. Withhold $60 fine plus cost.
Thank you.
Henry James Monty, 20 TR 30056.
Yes, sir. This will be a change of plea, Your Honor. The client has a clean record.
Officer gave him a break. I'll give him a break too, withholding court costs.
Thank you.
Silvana Carolina Moreau, 20 TR 28504.
Yes, sir. Would you consider a judicial warning in this case? My client's maintained a clean record for over 20 years.
Yeah. All right. Judicial warning.
Thank you.
1999. That was a good year. The year they got their driver's license. Seminoles won a national championship.
That's right.
It was a great New Year's Eve party. 99. It's a very good year. Anyone want to name some songs that were playing at the time? Any of the top 40 charts, anything like that? We can do. Do you remember when?
What, 99?
Yeah.
You had a lot of Backstreet Boys and NSYNC at the time.
No, not me. No, I was definitely not listening to that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it was popular, but I was not into it.
Well, neither was I. I just remember.
Apparently, you were, Mr. Todd. Now
no, sir. It was. You just said what was popular, and I recall it being on the radio that other people were listening to.
All right. Ellen Gail Nangle, 20 TR 30004.
Yes, sir. Clean record, change of plea, Your Honor.
All right. Withhold 150 plus cost. Magdalena Ortiz Santos, 20 TR 30086.
Yes, sir.
105 and a 70.
Yes, sir. It's a little faster. It's a clean record. Would you consider withholding a 4-hour school?
Yes, sir. Withhold 4-hour driving school, 250 fine plus costs.
Thank you.
Yael Palacio, 20 TR 30813.
Yes, sir. That's a clean record, Your Honor. Change of plea.
All right. Withhold 150 plus costs. I wonder if there's something to what Mr. Gordon was saying. All of these, that version DL record everyone seems to have a clean record.
Yeah, I had court Thursday in front of one of your counterparts, and it was, I think, 85% of my cases had clean records.
Well, once again, I have to rely upon DHS&V to provide us with accurate driving histories, and if they fail to do so, the error goes in favor of the defendant. It has to work that way.
Right.
So, it does seem strange though how many have got these perfect driving records with no tickets on them.
Right, or the ones with a basic driver course but no corresponding violation. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Like I said, if there's an error, and that's what I'm getting, I have to give it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe we're just having a large string of people with perfect driving records suddenly getting tickets.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yolis Fet Perez, 20 TR 29580.
Yes, Your Honor. This is a change of plea here. This appears to be a spotless record.
So it does. All right.
There's going to be a few more, I think.
Yeah, I think so. All right. Withhold 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
Corella Pozobon Rosario, 20 TR 30939.
Yes, Your Honor. This is a clean record here. I understand this is a little higher violation. Would you consider withholding a school with a change of plea?
Yes, sir. Withhold 4-hour school, $250 fine plus costs.
Thank you.
Jorge Ramos Morajon, 20 TR 29578.
Yes, sir. I have a clean record here, change of plea.
All right. Withhold 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
Eider Alejandro Reynoso, 20 TR 29998.
Yes, sir. Clean record, Your Honor, change of plea.
Withhold 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
Daniel Oliver Reese, 20 TR 28652.
Yes, sir. Now, this driving record would indicate the last speed violation was issued in December of 2016. Would you consider withholding this case?
Yes, sir. Withhold 175 plus costs.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Your Honor. That was
Reese.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Estelio Jesus Rivas Moscaso, 20 TR 25934.
Your Honor, in this case, I had filed a motion to dismiss on Friday, I think, for vagueness. It's traffic control device sign with no additional explanation as to the type of sign alleged to have been violated.
Granted.
Thank you.
Citation is dismissed. Rodel Rodriguez Torres, 20 TR 30256.
Yes, sir. Your Honor, this, I'll give this a shot.
Yeah, this one actually shows there are in fact some priors. So maybe these records are in fact accurate.
Yes, sir. This particular violation here, Your Honor, it's not a mandatory appearance. It's 21 over on a Immokalee Road. The driving record has some prior violations, and if you look at them, some of them are fairly spread out. I'm not sure that my client's ever received the benefit of a driver improvement school, however. No, he has. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is there was a June 19 speeding and a September of 19 speeding.
Yes, sir.
That's really my concern. You want to set this one?
Yes, sir. We can set this one.
All right. Mauro Diane Rodriguez, 20 TR 23840.
Yes, sir. Your Honor, would you consider withholding this case? It looks like 19 was not a great year, but my client's been licensed for 3.5 years. And other than 19 not being great, he's done it decently overall.
All right, I can do a withhold with school.
Thank you.
Withhold 4-hour driving school, 150 fine plus cost. This was 1 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. There's nobody on the road.
Thank you.
Zeev Yechiel Rotenstein.
Yes, sir.
20 TR 30425.
Yes, sir. It's a clean record. We would change a plea, Your Honor. The notes would indicate that the trooper, I gave my client a bit of a break by writing a non-mandatory appearance violation.
Yeah.
Would you do a withhold?
Yes, sir. Withhold 175 plus costs.
Thank you.
Kleber Ruiz Lavariega, 20 TR 29284.
Yes, sir. This driving record overall looks pretty good, Your Honor. Has been driving since 2009. Would you consider withholding a fine in this case?
Yes. Withhold $60 fine plus cost.
Thank you.
Renee Salvador Cifuentes, 20 TR 30612.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, in this case, I'll give it a shot here. I'm going to make a 6.445 motion to dismiss. This one's a little different in that there's no. Normally, when these motions are made, it's because there's one part of two missing. It'll be a serial number without type. This doesn't have any indication of any speed measurement device.
Yeah, but I stick with what I was saying earlier. It's under a rule of discovery, and dismissal, is the most severe sanction for discovery violations. So we can set it for trial, and we'll see if the officer thinks to amend it prior to trial. And then if not, that's different. But so what would you like to do? I mean, you're right. There's a discovery violation.
Yes, sir.
The question for me is, what is the appropriate remedy? And
Understood.
Is your sanction?
Would you consider withhold with a fine in the alternative to setting it for a hearing?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Withhold 150 fine plus cost.
Thank you.
Bernardo Sandoval QLR, 20 TR 19739.
Yes, sir. Give me one moment, Your Honor. Let me look up my notes on this one.
Sure.
Your Honor, this is a case that's related to a criminal matter. It looks like it's
driving without a license, diversion. Currently in diversion. But I think you know my feelings about people driving down the interstate with small children in the car without being, belted in.
Yes, sir. Unlike the last, I know you have a responsibility to look at each case as unique violations.
I do.
Unlike the last case, we don't have any, specific facts that the child was 4 versus 17.
No,
the child is still a young person is still a young person, broadly speaking, but we lack the specificity to make this, to augment this severity, perhaps.
No, I understand, but nonetheless, point taken. But nonetheless, it's someone driving down the interstate without a license with a child in the car, at least under the age of 18, who is not belted.
Yes, sir.
So, what would you like to do?
Can we can we reset this pretrial?
Yeah, I can reset it. And you may end up with a different judge who feels differently about it than I do.
Yeah, I'm not resetting it to avoid you.
No. I wasn't suggesting that. I was just saying you might get lucky.
I think I have a responsibility to check with my counterpart down the hall regarding any strategies that I might interfere with in resolving this one today.
No, I understand. No problem. Can we get another pretrial date, please?
We can do
No, go ahead.
February 16th.
Sure. February 16th at 9 o'clock. Mr. Todd, I was not in any way suggesting that you were trying to do that.
Sure, I know.
All right, February 16th at 9 o'clock.
We got a celebrity here next, Your Honor.
Kevin Smith. I love this movie. Clerks. Great.
Yes. He's remaking, we're doing a sequel to Mallrats, I heard last month.
Oh, he shouldn't do that. You don't mess with perfection.
Well, Stan Lee can't be in it, so I mean, but
Right.
I don't know.
So what's the point?
All right, Your Honor, this case for Madam Clerk 20 TR 25294. It's a steady red light violation, not a traffic crash.
Yes,
with a excellent driving record. Would you consider withholding the fine?
Yes, sir. Last moving violation looks like was in 2003. Withhold $100 fine plus cost.
Thank you. See, I knew you would get that Kevin Smith reference.
What's that?
I knew you would get the Kevin Smith reference.
Anyone with a lightsaber in their office gets that reference.
Yes.
All right. Luis Miguel Solorzano Rincon, 20 TR 22925. But I appreciate the fact that you made the reference to begin with. That's.
Yeah, sir. This case is an allegation of speed with a pretty good driving record. Would you consider withhold with a fine?
Look at that. They have New York entries on here. All right. Yes, sir, I can do that. Withhold of adjudication 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
Armando Soto, 20 TR 30112.
Yes, sir. This is a very good record. Change of plea, Your Honor. This one's on Collier Boulevard, 59 to 45. Not during the busy part of the day.
Sure. All right. Withhold $100 fine plus cost.
Thank you.
Jayesh Tonk. I think that's how you pronounce that. 20 TR 20509.
Yes, sir. Your Honor, this is it's a clean record. It's a new license, but this appears to be a first violation, not mandatory. Would you withhold with a fine, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. Withhold 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
Joshua Tejada, 20 TR 29932.
Yes, sir. It's a clean record. Stop sign violation, no crash. Change of plea.
Withhold $60 fine plus cost.
Thank you.
Honest Lasis Tuero, 20 TR 25648.
Yes, sir. This would be a change of plea as well. It's a pretty good record.
All right. Withhold 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
Ramon Venegas Salinas, 20 TR 30775.
Yes, sir. Officer gave my client a break in this case, lowering the speed to 9 over. It's a spotless driving record and with change of plea.
All right. Withhold $25 plus cost.
Thank you.
Alberto Valenzuela Zambrano, 20 TR 26124.
Yes, sir. This looks like a good record overall. The officer, the trooper, did lower the speed by 2 miles an hour to a 19 over violation on the interstate. Would you consider a withhold and a fine in this case?
There was a speeding ticket in Dade in May of 19. I can do a withhold with school.
4-hour school?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Withhold 4-hour driving school, 150 fine plus cost.
Thank you.
Sean Wade, 20 TR 27276.
Yes, sir. Your Honor, this driving record.
It's weird. I don't have a driving record, even though there's a Florida license. That's strange.
Okay.
There it is. Nope, popped up.
Okay. Your Honor, this is the driving record. I'm showing 2 pages with a kind of a smattering of violations. It looks like the bulk of which are not new violations. I think the most recent would be a 2019.
Which, yeah, there is a speeding ticket.
There was a speeding ticket in January of 19, so 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think, how I tend to look at these records, I know there's something 2 years ago, but, where there's kind of there's some gaps in there, which leads me to believe that my client does have the capacity to, maintain good habits for a period of time. But, the 2 years ago was the last speed infraction. Would you consider a withhold in this case, maybe with a fine?
$73 miles an hour on a Mockley Road, and I understand your point, Mr. Todd, but your client really just has a bad driving record.
How about with a withhold with a school? Perhaps something could be gained from the school. I think a combination of a fine in a school might benefit the citizens of this state and my client both.
We'll see. I mean, the criminal conviction for leaving the scene of a crash did not help.
Yes, sir.
All right. I can do it with an 8. I would do it with an 8-hour driving school. I know the speed is not that egregious, but it just, like I said, there's recent problems on his driving record. Is that acceptable, or would you rather say?
We would accept that, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, withhold 8-hour driving school, 175 plus cost.
Thank you.
Casey Marie Westbrook, 20 TR 29542.
Yes, Your Honor. This is an excellent record. Would you consider judicial warning? My client here has been licensed since 1997. This is the first citation of any type, according to the record I have. I see it. I'm sorry, I misspoke. I see a traffic control device in 99.
Right. As we established, a very good year.
So we go back to 99. So you weren't listening to the Backstreet Boys, but you probably weren't also listening to what was it, Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears. They were also popular in 99.
No, I was much more into Pearl Jam.
Okay, well, see, there, that's decent.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. That's good stuff. All right.
So I was into Pearl Jam and Fish.
Fish?
Oh, yeah.
I was never big on Fish.
I wasn't always a judge. I used to actually have fun. All right. Yeah, I can do a judicial warning.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right. I do have one quick matter before we wrap things up. I received a motion to withdraw. I don't believe it's on the docket. I was expecting it to be. It's 20 TR 29336, State versus Jorge Fernandez.
Yes, sir. I think Mr. Attorney Kearney had covered, this case has been adjudicated earlier this morning with Attorney.
Oh, it was?
Yes,
I
sir.
already took care of it?
Yes, sir. This was a matter of Mr. Fernandez had hired Attorney Kearney and then hired us in error.
I see.
So Attorney Kearney was still, he was present, and you issued a withhold of adjudication in that case.
All right. All right. So I'll just for your purposes, I'll just sign the order granting the motion to withdraw.
Thank you.
All right. All right. I think that's everything. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Enjoy your lunch, sir.
You too, sir. Take
Thank
care. We've got 2 no-shows.
Okay.
Lee Hollander was a no-show today. Carlos Henny Acosta, 20 TR 25771.
Mhm.
Let's reset this for pretrial, please.
Okay. For that one, we can do, so what was it? 216?
Sure. It's just, it's unlike Mr. Hollander to miss court. He's probably in court somewhere else at the moment.
Right.
And then the other one, I don't know this attorney, Shisani. Let's set this other one, the defendant's name is Fry. Let's set both of those cases for hearing, please.
For hearing?
Yes, please.
All right, so for that one, March 17th is still good.
All right. And I think that's it. Are you stuck with me for the civil hearings this afternoon, or?
I'll be with you.
All right. Well, thank you. Have a great lunch. Appreciate all your help
Thank you,
today.
you too.
What were you listening to in 1999?
In 1999, I was actually 2.
You listening- So Sesame Street? is good
Right,
stuff,
right. Mm-hmm.
And thank you for making me feel old right before lunch.
I'm so sorry.
It was my fault. I asked the question.
I know I look older.
I made
so.
myself feel old. I'll
I'm
go
sorry.
have lunch now. Thanks. I'll see you at 1:30.
All right, sounds good.
All right, take care. Bye.
Bye.